Hi, welcome back to Tarot Oracle and Runes. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining me in my space. Um, my name is Lana. This is a reading for the collective. I think there's right now a really good mix out there of people that are on their upteenth life journey, and I have been told by my angels and my ancestors that there are newer souls out there that don't have all the past lives that some of the older souls do. And I've met people that you can sometimes like maybe certain traits they're actually really really good at, and they're like, gee, I don't know where I picked this up at, because it's like something from a past life. And then you've got other people that everything they learn new, it's always like they're like, wow, I didn't know I could do this, on every single thing, because those energies, those patterns follow us through our lifetimes, just like all of your ancestors in your lineage. You because y'all all come from the same bloodline, and even though the times have changed, things, people still work, they still raise families, they still do all those things, right? So you carry some of those energies of your past ancestors and the things that tend to run through your bloodline. Like, how many times have you heard, oh, well, we all have psychic rings in my family, and well, my mom had it, my grandma had it, and her mom had it, all on my mother's side or all on my dad's side, right? Tends to be, something like that. So this is, I don't know if this is just, if this is for, it's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? So this is the Work Your Light deck, and have you answered the call? What do you feel like you're being called to do? Okay, something that you're wanting to expand on, something that you've recently learned, or something that the universe keeps showing you signs and synchronicities. What is it you're seeing that, or maybe you're even seeing something brand new that you're kind of like questioning. You've never heard it before, or you are just going, I'm kind of interested in this, but if I do, then I have to change this, this, and this, because anytime you do something, you answer some kind of a call, it usually involves some kind of change on some kind of level, and sometimes that brings up fears for some people. Well, if I do this, then what happens if it doesn't work out, and I don't have enough money to pay my bills, or, what if I do this, and my family goes, well, we wanted you to do this, and you're going to be a policeman like your dad was, or you're going to be, a school teacher like your mom was, and you decide, I don't want to do that. I feel like I'm being called to do something different. Okay. So what is your soul calling you to do? What is resonating for you? What in the universe are you seeing signs and synchronicities of? Or what do you keep seeing that keeps, telling you that, or making you feel a certain way, right? Sometimes we feel things we're not sure what we feel. So trust your path. If you're seeing something that you feel like you might be being called to do, then, and a lot of times doing things is not always about, not, sometimes we don't feel supported by, if our family doesn't approve of our situation or what we're wanting to do, right? So if you knew you were supported, what would you do? So, and this feels like somebody that has gone through a few things, done some stuff. They're going forward, and they got all this light around them, like they're connecting to, there's a lot of people are going through types of ascension, which is like spiritual progress on this plane of existence, and some people are starting to pick up on the other energies, the bigger chakras that are around us, because you don't have just the 7 chakras in your body, you've got other ones too. You've got there's like up to 5, I think, that go above your head, 2 below your feet, that connects you to Mother Earth, and the energy's there. And this feels like somebody is going forward with a new energy or some kind of new connection to the divine, and they're trusting that no matter where they're going to go along this path, see how this path is curving, okay, they're going to keep going, okay? So the divine's always going to support you when it's helping you to see something. But sometimes it's talking about taking this first step and going through this doorway. And if you look beyond this doorway, you see a path. I don't know if you don't see that real well. There's a path beyond this doorway, okay, up above, and then there's, there's the future. Even though, and look, there's a red carpet too. There's the future there, but even if you're not quite sure where it's going to lead you, and there's this new coming in, and the divine is supporting you, even if other people don't support you, or even if, you're changing something in midstream. When I was going to college back in the day, I met a girl in one of my classes. She's like, yeah, I've changed my major 6 times. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, I wanted to do this, and I decided I wanted to do this. She just couldn't make up her mind. Okay. So what signs and synchronies are you seeing that the universe is letting you know they would support you as you go forward with whatever it is that you want to do? Okay. All you have to do is take the next step in trust. Okay. So, being devoted to something, to a new cause, you will find your tribe. You will find other people who like the path that you're on. They agree with what you're doing. Now we've got this girl in the background. She's got her open. Her other chakras are lighting up above her, atop of her. So you might be actually getting very specific energy from the divine coming through that chakra. Okay, something to do with the psychic realm. Okay, we've got the sun here for success, and we've got these steps that you would take to get there. And along your path, you're going to meet other people that have similar views or have had similar things happen to them. You might even find some people that that you meet that they'll tell, okay, so what are they telling me? They're telling me something about somebody will meet somebody going forward into the future, that you're going to meet somebody that had a similar experience to you, okay, on the psychic realm, or with these energies coming in from these higher chakras opening up, and they're going to tell you they experienced something similar to you, and they were totally surprised when it happened. And so when you decide to and this could be a priestess, a mystic, a teacher, okay, whoever it is that you meet up with, when you start finding these other people that are also going through something similar, people of like mind, it feels like there's going to be a lot of psychic energy, maybe some, they're telling me some telepathy involved. So you might find yourself at a place where you on some kind of level, rather accidentally, or somebody you literally bump into, or run into, I mean, literally run into, you go around a corner and you literally run into them, you start talking and find out you have similar views, okay? And you're like, wow, I wasn't so sure anyone else had these same views. So, and they're like, well, I just suddenly decided to come to the store, and you find out you've got this telepathy between you, okay? I'm picking that up here on this outside energy here, okay? So that is a message for somebody. Keep going forward, keep trusting your path, because you're going to find these other like-minded people, and at least one of them is going to have had a similar experience to you, and you're going to have some kind of telepathy with them, okay? That's in the very near future, okay? When you start exploring this, what you feel like you're being called to do. So then we've got birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So everyone's been talking about Pluto and Aquarius and moving into the 5D, which I actually looked it up, because some people thought they would literally leave their bodies. When they talk about the 5D, they're talking about spiritual progress, of seeing energy in a different way, feeling your timeline working out in a different way, realizing that you have more opportunities and more spiritual growth than what you ever thought possible. And it opens up all these other chakras that are above you. Like, I mean, she's right here. She's got this one chakra is lighting up here. She's got this light coming down from the universe. She's got this other chakra lighting up here. And then she's got this other one up here. Okay. And she's getting all these, maybe she's even a starseed, getting messages from, I don't want to say like from a planet, but picking up on universal energies of other star beings, other higher frequencies in the universe, okay? Maybe even from other realms. And she's actually walking forward to bring whatever messages they're giving her, whatever advice they're giving her, however they're telling her to keep going forward. She keeps going forward, and she's getting all this information in, and she's getting closer and closer to finding what her true purpose is, to being part of this new world. You see, look at all this lighting up that's coming in here, guys. Okay. Also, because I'm seeing these stars lighting up here like that in a row, I know we've got right now some planetary stuff going on, which the way they talk about it isn't quite right. I researched that too. I do a lot of research here lately. They were talking about, all the planets are all going around the sun, right? But they all move at different spaces, at different speeds. So as they travel around, there's rare occasions when you can see them from the earth and they all look like they're lining up, okay? So things are starting to line up. Things are starting to come into play that you intuitively are going to pick up on, okay? You're going to get messages that are going to help you to intuitively know where you're being led to. Okay. I also feel like you're going to get some psychic dreams and some guidance from your spirit guides and your angels. Okay. Empath, highly sensitives, connect with nature, get grounded. So this is talking about doing deeper meditations and getting information from all your chakras, all your information from your angels, your spirit guides, and taking the time to be still and listen. To actually take the time out. No kids, no radio. Maybe this is something you do on a daily basis. Maybe this is even taking a guided meditation that, or maybe even try out some new guided meditations that you try something new that you haven't tried before, and all of a sudden you realize some kind of information has come in, even if you don't realize it at that moment, and it affects your heart space in some sort of way, and these chakras that are above you. It feels like that whoever this person is right here, once you get really grounded and start connecting with these other realms of consciousness and bringing everything into balance and harmony within you, you're going to get even more messages, and you're going to intuitively know where you're going and what you're supposed to be doing. You might even have some very in the moment, feel very real and vivid psychic dreams where one of your angels or spirit guides or past on loved ones comes in, gives you some information, maybe even literally takes you in the dream to a place they want you to check out. And then when you finally either get a picture of it or go see it or find out about it, you realize the picture that you saw in the dream was really close or almost identical to the one that you actually see. Okay, so that's a message for someone. All right. You might also have an ancestor here who is like you or has similar energies to you. They might be one that's on the astral level that is, or even in your day-to-day life, maybe they're bringing you certain smells or certain emotional feelings or vibes to let you know that they're looking over you. Okay. Some kind of ancestor or past on loved one that either knew you and loved you very much or ran through. I'm picking up female energy here, a lot of female energy, like somebody from the female line. Okay, so take that how that resonates for you. It's not going to resonate for everybody. All right, so warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? If you're already doing some of the work, or you already kind of know where you're wanting to go, and it can take you in what are they saying? It can take you in very wonderful, rich, and sounds like they're saying rich and grounded, but I don't think that's quite what they're saying. Sounds like you're grinding up coffee. But they're talking about getting opened up to even more layers, something coming through your third eye. They're definitely watching out for you, and they're definitely bringing in some kind of abundance. Something is going to actually grow, get bigger with some of this calling. It just feels like there's another layer to it here, because it's have you answered your deepest calling. So there's another layer to this, okay? Another layer to this thing, that whatever it is that you're being definitely called to do. Your heart chakra is lighting up, and it might even involve some choices, and you decide to go with the one that's going to bring you the most joy. This feels like the sword of truth too, or ace of swords, like some mental activity going on, but because she's got this eye closed and covered, it feels like it's also going on the astral level, and this feels like the pink chakra energy, even though I know it's kind of behind her. This just feels like maybe you're even being guided by the emotion of love. All right, your heart, maybe your higher heart chakra is opening up. Okay, and you're being guided to go to where you're gonna do the most good, find the most happiness, and where you're going to bloom wherever you end up at. See these flowers in the background? So wherever you end up at, that's where you're going to bloom the most. Okay, because that is in alignment with what your soul came here to do. Okay, so you're also going to find soul family. Now, I always look at this as my teacher and student card. Like, this is the teacher, this is the student. Okay, or this could even be somebody that's that in your family that is also more in, maybe you and one of your family members are more alike than anybody else in the family, and y'all have maybe switched places. Okay, maybe one time y'all were mother-daughter, brother-sister, mom, son. I mean, it doesn't have to be female, right? So you've traveled some lifetimes together, and you know this about them, okay? So it feels like you get more expansion when you start having some of this other expansion going on with this deeper into your calling. You maybe even meet people that you have some karmic with, that were from past lives, that are part of this soul family, okay? It doesn't have to just be relatives, all right? And it feels like there's a lot of more, when y'all are together, it feels like when y'all make this a connection, there's a lot of more psychic energy going on. A lot of more higher frequencies coming in, that maybe y'all work with these together. Maybe it has something to do with sound healing, or some one of the healing modalities or something like that. So, and it's something big. It starts off small and then it ends up big, okay? And it explodes when you find more of these people that have a similar calling to you, okay? So once you start exploring into this, the angels want to advise you that you need to retreat, rest, and be held. Give yourself in between learning new things and doing new things to make sure you totally get enough rest, enough sleep, you eat more balanced, and you meditate on a daily basis to keep your spiritual vibrations high. They want you to deeply replenish yourself down to a cellular level, okay? They also want you to cleanse your area, cleanse and purify yourself, things around you, and make sure that you keep as much negativity away as possible. Even disconnect from social media, they're saying, because there's maybe some messages coming in during this deep replenishment and being held. See this darker water above her? I don't know if you don't see that or not. Okay, so it feels like more messages coming in while you are retreating, and then things start to grow. Okay, and that you even get more messages in from whatever the soul family, rather it's people, or maybe even a special guide that you feel. Okay. And so they're reminding you that you want to make sure that whatever's not aligned with you, people, places, jobs, whatever, you need to change something. And also with this rest, so with this rest here, they're also talking about that when you do this resting here, you're going to get some information in that you're going to know intuitively, even what the smallest things are that you need to declutter and get rid of out of your life, okay? And they say if you do that, you're going to become even more aligned with what you are needing to do, okay? So then we have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So even though we can't see it, while you're going towards, and you do work on this because you see these steps she went up, okay? Maybe you even have some obstacles in your way. Look, it looks like there's a boulder here or something in between these steps. Maybe she started over here, and now she's coming over here, and she's going to the next level, okay? You're being divinely guided. You're definitely having, your higher heart is being activated. There's a lot of psychic energy around you, and you've had to work to get here, okay? And it's going in steps. You see how here she's going down this path. Maybe she came from here, and then maybe there might even have been another. I feel like this is maybe another something that is maybe part of the Akashic records on another level. Maybe you were told by one of your angels or ancestors, or even a friend said, you ought to check this out or look this topic up. Something in some way you're being guided, but while you're being guided, you also find out some other information that helps you to know you're on the right path. Okay, and you keep going forward. Okay, because these doors in the future are going to take you to where your soul is answering the call, where you're being called to go. What else? The way is going to be, the more you go along this timeline, the more you're going to know intuitively where you need to go next. Rather, either you read an article, somebody's reading an article in a magazine, I think, talking about a certain state, a certain place where something's going on. You might feel called to go there, and it's because it's a message from your spirit guides telling you, check this out. They're pointing things out to you, and you are listening, and you are getting this other information in, okay? So take that how that resonates with you guys, okay? Now, this card fell out when I pulled the Healing Waters deck to get more information on where you need to go. And on this journey, and underneath energy that you're not aware of is unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So the things that maybe on a soul level that you hung on to from a past life. The things that are not in alignment with this life are all going to go. So this is probably on an unconscious level. Okay, anything that's not meant to for you to be the healer, seer, because I got that card here. That's on your soul purpose. You kind of like that becomes like one of those things that just slowly disappears out of your patterns, your choices, people that no longer resonate with you, that maybe you have a karmic relationship with from another life, and all these ties get broke. See how they got all these strings on them? This string is being released, right? So in whatever way that this works for you, you are releasing past karma. Maybe there was a pattern that you did in this life that you released, that you did in it was a pattern that you actually did in past lives as well, that now is no longer going to be attuned to where you're going on this path here. Okay, these new doorways. So rather consciously or unconsciously. Some of them will probably be conscious now, guys. Some of these will probably be something you go, gee, I do that, don't I? Okay, I'm going to write this down, stick it on a sticky note on the door, and I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to bite my nails no more. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm going to set my clock 15 minutes ahead so I make sure I leave on time every day, because I'm always 5 minutes late getting to anywhere I need to be. Or maybe you even see some relationships go that there was some kind of karma that you needed to clear up, and maybe it was a friend, maybe it was your best friend, or someone you thought was a best friend, and you they had some kind of negative trait but you still kept them as a friend, right? And then you kind of got tired of it, and you finally said, I like you, but I don't like you enough to just keep having this seeing these things happen that are just really irritating the crap out of me. I think I'm just going to walk away, and because you decide to do that, you break that that pattern or that contract that you had with them, where you've decided, okay, I don't know how many lifetimes you've been in my life, in all my lifetimes, but it is time for me to cut these cords. It's time for me to move on. So that's what you decide to do. Okay. And then there'll be others where some things from your past lives, maybe you have some past life memories come up during a full moon energy, and you're like, and it's just like a little niggle that hits you. Okay, is what they're showing me, where you're like, there's this little feeling, a little thing, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's like a little memory or something from a past life, and you get a deja vu feeling when you're doing something, and you go, oh, is it this? Oh, is it this? That's exactly what you do. Oh, is it this? Oh, this is the thing I need to get rid of, isn't it? I know it is. And so when you quit doing that pattern and you recognize it, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay, you let it go, and it starts opening up more doors for you. Okay, so that was a side energy there. All right, so then going into the future, kindness, respect, reverence, compassion. Have compassion for yourself. We all make mistakes. And when we want to move into the future, sometimes some opportunities will take their time opening up for you because of different patterns, different things you need to release, that you have to release something old so something new can come in. So once you release that old thing, the new starts opening up for you. Rather, it's a pattern of some negative thing that you do, or something that you say, something that when you get rid of it, your mom is going, hallelujah, she doesn't do that anymore. He don't do that no more, right? And you have compassion for yourself and say, I did this for a long time, and now it's just, I feel like now I've finally outgrown it, even though I'm 42 years old, right? So have compassion for yourself, because you are growing, you are changing, you are getting these opportunities and these new things opening up that are going to come in for you, okay? Follow the string, dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. You are definitely being guided, no matter what kind of turns are in the road, to going towards this new future for yourself, okay? And while it still may be misty and you may not be sure exactly where it's going, in your heart you're doing the right thing. You are trusting the universe, because you're feeling like you're being trusted on your path, right? Let me grab this card here, okay? So once you get this, you will walk through this doorway, and you're going to find more opportunities and more things that you're being called to do, or in whatever way that works out for you, okay? You're going to start trusting your inner self more, okay? Because, guys, I'm telling you, with lunar eclipses coming up, solar eclipses coming up for 2025, Pluto and Aquarius talking about regeneration and humanitarian efforts and healers, seeing mystics. I mean, just all the new ways of being a spiritual person come about. having trust and faith in the divine is going to get you a lot further. Okay, you have to trust where spirit's leading you. You have to trust your own inner instincts. If you meet somebody and you get an icky feeling about them, then you find out later, after you decided not to have anything to do with them, that other people, they said, oh yeah, we were friends for 2 years and then she did this or he did this, right? And so trust your instincts on different things, because it's all going to open up even more for you, okay, as you're going down into this path. So then, the wishing well. This is wishes, unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. This is wishes and dreams coming true, okay? You've worked on them. You work on them. You're moving into the future. You're listening to your angels, your ancestors. You might even be a healer, seer, or a priestess on your soul purpose that has... this is reminding me of orbs floating around someone. You might have certain spirit guides that are around you that you might actually start seeing their orbs, okay? And know that things that are happening around you, they're with you and guiding you along the way. And so you're going to start seeing some truth come out there. You're going to start seeing things that are opening up, opportunities opening up that are meant for you. Okay, so trust the messages that you get. And I feel like you're also going to go through another spiritual awakening here with this bright light up here. Because when you're on your path and you're trying to listen to the messages from the divine, it does open up things inside of you. It does bring in more sharper messages. It does make you able to better understand what your spirit guides are telling you, what the angels are telling you. Things just open up so much more when you are on your path, you're listening to the divine, and you're not letting nobody or nothing stop you from being having your deepest calling coming out and seeing it play out in front of you, okay? So I feel like during meditations, if you use that to focus on what you feel like you're being called to do, with the end result, you're going to have your wishes and the opportunities come up a lot sooner. I heard somebody say that recently, or I read it in a book or something, about when you meditate. When you're meditating on what you want for your life, if you just come up with a picture for it, for an end result, maybe look at a magazine, find somebody, I want to have this kind of a life, and then create it in your own mind with how you see it for you. Use your imagination. That is using creative visualization. And it will also help you to get to where you want to be. Okay? Because your thoughts are, when we talk and think about different things, how you talk is how things, you create your future as you go along. If you're always saying, I'm never going to get nowhere, you're never going to get nowhere. If you say, okay, my wishes and dreams are coming true, this is what I want from my life, and you meditate on it or find a picture, whatever picture you come up with, maybe you even draw it out. Maybe you know how to draw, even if it's a stick line drawing, guys, okay? You are going to start seeing this manifest into your everyday to day reality, okay? And it feels like your spirit guides and your angels are right around you, and you are more connected to the divine than you ever were before, because you answered this deeper calling. And however this played out for you, because maybe this was the start up here, right? Where you first were trying to figure out what it was you felt like you were being called to do. And then as you went along, okay, it opened up other layers of richness for you, other layers of it, other opportunities, other people, other places, modalities, all kinds of different other things came up that actually added more, that you knew if you added to it, that it's going to bring you more joy and happiness, okay, which is also going to open you up, okay, because now you're answering a deeper level of it, and you're going to get that, okay, so, and you're going to, it's funny, when you're on your divine path, when you're immersed in what you're doing, when you're trying to make a difference, you'd be surprised at how often you get those intuitive nudges, how you'll hear your angels talking to you, your spirit guides talking to you. Because when I first started on this journey after I moved to California, I went through a period where every day, even my niece, who's passed away, came in one time and told me, this is the kind of healer that you are, on a reading that I was looking at. Just different things that open you up to the energies of the divine and how it works, okay, in all kinds of levels, all right? And what I really loved about this was I did a whole reading on this one time, guys. This is where, this year, 2025, is where we're going to start seeing these ripple effects. Part is something bigger, details are taken care of, because Pluto in Aquarius is about things breaking down to be restructured, okay? And Aquarius is about humanitarian efforts, people helping people, maybe new organizations starting up. And I'll be honest with y'all, we found out through the news recently that somebody, some head honcho in the some guy got arrested at was it the IRS or the FBI? One of those two government agencies, okay, got arrested for doing something he shouldn't have been, and the head guy of that organization stepped down. So it makes you wonder, right? Things are starting to get, and then something else happened last week within the government in some sort of way. Somebody stepped down and left. Well, when people step down and other people come in to get hired to do their job, they come in with their own special skill set, their own ideas of how to do things, okay? Maybe old policies go, new policies come in, and then maybe people that have been working on those policies with the previous person, they get shifted around. Then when they get shifted, and then it just kind of goes on down, right, guys? So we're going to be seeing a lot of this ripple effect this year of the old structures breaking down, old people going, new people coming in, new ways of doing things, and a lot of structuring going on. And in the next 20 years, guys, Pluto is a slow-moving energy, I've heard, and from the research that I did. So you're not going to see everything overnight, but I guarantee you, look at the end of this year, or in 2 years, look back at this point in time, okay, or right before 2025, see how the world is. Take notes, especially if you're younger. Take notes, cut out newspaper articles, because 20 years from now, you're going to look at it and go, wow, we have changed a lot, okay? These things have changed, those have changed. You can't do this anymore, but you can do this. This is no longer even an agency anymore. We don't see none of this anymore. So this ripple effect is now going on, guys, okay? And you are part of, because the last card we got is the healer, seer, priestess, soul purpose. Now that you're on your soul purpose, again, see how lit up she is? It lights you up, okay? There is a reason and a purpose for you being here. After answering this call, you are part of this ripple effect. You were born during this time because if you're on your spiritual path and you're wanting to make a difference, you're wanting to help heal people, or you're wanting to change how some things are done, or you want to go, go to another country and be a missionary, or whatever it is, right? Your powers, your energy, your personal power and your energies, and how you and the divine are communicating is going to help you to grow and become the healer, the seer, the priest or high priestess, or, whatever soul path it is that you're on. This is going to be the one where you make maybe even more difference than you did in any other past life, okay? Or if you're a newer soul, maybe this is going to be the one where you're going to make the biggest difference now, and it's going to add to your journey for future lives, okay? Take it how it resonates with you. But this strikes me as someone that, as they go along this answering this call, they get all these just all these levels up, this regeneration energy, soul ascension, higher consciousness mind, being more connected with the conscious mind, and a more developed intuition and knowledge of where you're going, what you want to do, how you need to, and then listening to your intuition and what your guides are telling you about where you need to go, okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. I didn't mean this to turn into an over 30-minute reading, but it's just the more I read the cards, and the more I get, I don't want to read the cards, the more I pick up the energies and see what's going on, the more layers I pick up on, because this being right under here and this under here too, the soul family and stuff. Sometimes the cards just line up that way, because it's up to the person to decide if it's going to be 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5. That's something else I've been delving into, is how to make my readings more inclusive. So this is definitely a journey. This is somebody's journey out there. This is where you start. This is where you end up. Okay, this is your final outcome. So it might be even that you feel like you're, whatever call it is that you're being called to do. You might be getting the nudges now that for you to end up here, this is, because this might be a challenge too. This is where you need to start studying the things that, or doing the the learning, developing your intuition, developing the meditations, developing the spiritual journaling, whatever it is that the universe is telling you, okay, of how you're, and what you need to let go of, because that's in here too, okay? But you are somebody of the future, whoever this message resonates for, you are somebody in the future who's going to be a very, very much a spiritual leader. I don't know if you'll be someone that by themselves does something, or maybe you're part, because we got a ripple effect here. I feel like you're going to be one of a particular tribe, or a number of souls who are on similar paths that are meant to, in the future, change it. Make it better, make uplift humanity. So, guys, I hope this resonated with some of you. This was definitely a more interesting journey than what I've seen in a bit. Maybe I'll start laying out 5 cards, because I used to do like 3 or 4. Maybe I'm going to start laying out more cards, or make my readings, pick up on more energies, and be able to give y'all more information that my angels are telling me, my ancestors, my spirit guides, because they all definitely talk to me. Everybody thinks I'm weird. I don't care. Okay, so this is what I have for you. Is this you in the future? Is this you? Till next time, Lighthouse.